Hi, Tom Cole, the coach for BCSN. It's certainly an honor to be with a good friend and a man who's a good friend of the community of Toledo, Mr. Chris Amato. Chris, we're here today for Kids Unlimited. It's a great program, 6 years in running that you started. Tell the folks who don't know what Kids Unlimited is, what it is, and what you're doing.
We're basically an after-school summer program in the inner city. What differentiates us from most after-school programs is that we're in the school that the children attend. We're in 5 schools. We have about 300 children. This summer we've run a full-day morning to afternoon program. But during the school year, we're there every single day in the school that the children attend, so we get their grade cards, we get their behavior reports, we get their How Achievement scores. So it gives us a real good idea of what's going on in their lives.
Chris, the demographics of our society, our community, has changed. That's not a mystery to anyone. A lot of times there's a one-parent family. Youngsters maybe come home sometimes and there's no one at home. Is it that kind of situation that inspired you to create a mentoring and a caring for these kids?
Exactly, because after school in summer was identified for those children in the inner city that's the most vulnerable time for them. And so not only did we want to have a place for them to go, but we also wanted to help them raise their scores, get better grades, understand what the options are out there in society so that someday that they'll be contributing members of our community. Because so many of those children, as we've seen with statistics, don't graduate from high school, can't get a job then, and then just revert back into the welfare system. So it's been identified that if we can get them educated, if you will, and they're very educatable, that they will then produce someday in our community.
Chris, it's such a compliment to you and your program. We've had the opportunity to interview some real stars that have come back in athletics and want to give back to your program. Was it hard initially getting people, or because everyone's busy today? We ran into Austin Carr, Jerry Hanlon. I mean, there's a lot of star power here, Chris.
Well, what we found is that people really care about children, especially in the inner city, because they realize that they're coming from a little bit of a deficit start. And so it's a pretty universal appeal. And it's epitomized also by our board and other people that are in the National Advisory Group. They want to give back. They want to see this group of children succeed, because if we can't bring up the inner city, then our community fails as well. And so what we're trying to do is help those children that are most vulnerable. But yeah, it's a great group of people. We've been doing this for 6 years now, and we'll raise over $75,000 today. And it's a tribute to a lot of people and how far away they've come to support these children of the inner city.
Chris Amato, on behalf of Buckeye Cable and BCSN, the entire Toledo community, thank you so much for what you're doing with Kids Unlimited. You're making a difference every day in our community, and we applaud that, Chris.
Well, thanks for the opportunity to be here today.
Our honor. Tom Cole, the coach for BCSN.